What's up everybody, my name's Fall from Grace, and in this video today, I'm here to show you some gameplay of the brand new game mode Control, which is 9v9 in Apex Legends, and also talk about the brand new legend Mad Maggie. This is a sponsored video and we'll also have some footage from my sponsored Twitch stream showing the gameplay and the new character. But with that being said, let's jump into the video. Apex Season 12, aka Defiance, is here, and with it comes a wide array of new content. This season, we have the brand new Battle Pass, a map update to Olympus, a new ranked season, and of course, a new legend. This season, we have a brand new legend, Mad Maggie. She is a wrecking ball wielding badass from New Zealand, but we'll talk a little bit more about her later in the video. In addition to all of the new content that you expect from a new season, EA has also brought us a brand new limited time mode, Control. This is a super fast-paced 9v9 experience where two teams battle it out to capture and control points on the map. This is the largest team battle to date in Apex Legends, and let me tell you, it does not disappoint. When I first heard about the 9v9 mode coming out, my first question was, how the heck is matchmaking going to work? Rather than having to find 8 other people to queue with, because let's be honest, who has that many friends? You simply load in with a team of 3 people, select your legends, and then you are paired with 2 other teams of 3 for that full squad of 9 people. This means you can potentially have up to 3 duplicate legends if players in the other trios choose the same legend as you. You cannot, however, choose the same legend as any player within your trio, so don't worry, there's not going to be 9 octanes running around the map. Once you've selected your legend and you've loaded into the control mode, you get the choice of one of 5 loadouts. These loadouts rotate over time and you can change up the optics on each gun. A good strategy that I found with the loadouts is just finding one weapon that you know you can use well, and then once you're in the match, you can try to find a weapon on the ground to replace that secondary if it's not for you. The great thing about Control is there is unlimited ammo, so you don't have to stress about running around or having to loot for more. Unless you want to go for that high percentage play and get yourself a crate weapon, the red weapons in particular do have a limited amount of ammo, which I think needs to happen because if someone had unlimited ammo on a Kraber, that would be a nightmare. Throughout the match, you'll rank up your weapon through capturing and defending points, getting eliminations, so you can evolve your starting blue weapon into a gold if you manage to stay alive. When a legend dies, they'll drop their weapons so you can pick them up, so it's definitely worth paying attention to the level of the weapons on the ground. If there's one that's higher level than yours, switch it out, then you can rank it up quicker. Once you've confirmed your loadout, you'll choose a spawn point. From the very beginning of the game, you'll have to spawn at your dropship, but once you and your team begin to capture zones, you'll be able to use those as spawn points. The captured zones, however, need to be adjacent to your dropship path. So for example, if your team has captured A and C but not B, you will not be able to spawn at point C. There is a respawn delay when you're eliminated, and you can use this time to change up your loadout if you're not happy with your weapon or your legend, and then you can decide on your next spawn location. In Control, there are no downs, so you need to make sure that you're keeping a close eye on your HP. This also means legends like Lifeline, for example, may not be the best choice for the game mode because her revive drone is literally pointless. On the topic of HP and healing, the only method of healing in Control are syringes and medkits. There are no shield cells or batteries, so you cannot use these. However, once your shield takes damage, after a few seconds, it will begin to recharge itself passively. This also means weapons like the Sentinel that are charged up using a shield cell will not have that ability to be buffed. After playing Control for a few hours, it's quite obvious that there are a few legends that really shine in this game mode. It's all about traveling quickly around the map and making sure the enemy doesn't steal your zones. So for that reason, Octane is a great choice, and you'll probably see him on almost every team. Obviously, Octane is just a little pocket rocket, he's fast, the jump pads allow you to zip around the map much faster, and not to mention his passive HP regen is super important when shields are non-existent. Wraith's portals can also be incredibly useful in transporting players from spawn to the closest point, and Pathfinder zip lines are also a fantastic tool in quickly boosting around the map and securing those points faster. All of these ultimates, of course, can be used by the enemy team, so placement is paramount. Having said that, I think most legends on the roster will be viable and they'll have their moment to shine in Control, especially the fortifying legends like Caustic, Rampart, and Watson. The matchmaking is really interesting as well because you don't know what legends the other 6 people on your team are going to choose, so team comp can become very interesting. Overall, I think Control is a fantastic addition to Apex Legends, and I really hope that this limited time event becomes a staple in the game mode options. Personally, I think it's a really great chance for newer players to try their hand at different weapons, legends, and strategies without that time sink of the Battle Royale format. The game mode matches insanely quickly because obviously it only has to find a total of 18 players, and then within seconds of spawning in, you're in a gunfight, practicing clicking on heads. There is also a lot less pressure in Control to carry your teammates, and similarly, if you are new to the game, it's unlikely that you being new and still learning will lead to a negative outcome of the match. It's also a great game mode to warm up for the BR, so you can quickly get in some shooting and get that rust off. Now that we've talked a bit about Control, let's talk about the new legend, Rebel Warlord Mad Maggie. Mad Maggie is definitely a super mobile and aggressive legend, perfect for that run and gun style of gameplay, my personal favorite. Her passive Warlord's Ire highlights enemies that you've damaged and makes you move faster when you have a shotgun equipped. This makes her especially dangerous in close quarters combat, such as in buildings when she can zip around quickly and close those gaps. The enemy highlight pairs perfectly with her tactical, the Riot Drill, as you can launch it and burn enemies through obstacles, which will then highlight them, giving you crucial information to secure that kill. This drill is a hard counter to players taking that more defensive approach to combat, as you can breach doors and other cover. The drill lasts for about 10 seconds, which makes it the perfect tool to force players out of cover, and it's actually the first ability in the game to counter Gibraltar's bubble. If Gibby is inside the bubble reviving a teammate, you can shoot the drill and force them to either just stand there and take the damage, or bail on their teammates, which gives you that perfect window to push in. Her ultimate is the Wrecking Ball, and before I even go into detail, I just want to say it is ridiculously fun to use. You feel like an absolute badass. You throw this giant spiky ball that releases a bunch of speed boosting pads and detonates near your enemies. You and your team can run along these speed boosting pads to get a 30% speed increase to close those gaps and get those squad wipes. You can also use the ball in close quarters as it deals damage on impact, and honestly, it's just really satisfying launching a giant spiky ball at your opponent's face. Her tactical and ultimate abilities charge quickly, so make sure you're using them often to get that important information on your opponents and giving your team those speed boosts. Just watch out for Watson. She is definitely the biggest counter to Maggie. Her pylon will eat the Riot Drill and the Wrecking Ball if it has line of sight within its range. Overall, I think Mad Maggie is an excellent addition to the Apex roster. I'm always happy to see more badass ladies being added to the game, and the voice acting is great. I have a lot of viewers from New Zealand, and I know that they are thrilled to have some Kiwi representation. But that is going to wrap it up for my coverage of Control and Mad Maggie. I hope this video was helpful. Hopefully now you feel a bit more confident going into the Control game mode or using our brand new legend, Mad Maggie. If I missed anything or you have any additional tips or tricks to add, definitely pop them down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll see you in my next video or in my next stream. Bye!